right, strap in, pause. Let's just jump straight into this. So first, I'm gonna knock out two characters that didn't even come with this. So firstly, because I've got them and never really went over them, I grabbed Beachhead, card back. Really love this figure. Can't say much about it, but I really fucking love it. I love the color. It's far superior than the previous release that was on the Viper Island, or Cobra Island, that is. Next, I think I kind of touched on it before, but if I didn't, let's just keep it pushing. I picked up the Cobra Eel. I did get this as the Amazon exclusive, but I also like this color, so I was like, you know what, fuck it. So at least they're the same, but slightly different color decos. I really like it. I still don't know what to do with him or my G.I. Joe Torpedo, but I just love like the stuff that they coming out with. Like, man, like I really wish I collected G.I. Joe when I was a kid. So there's that. And we're gonna go, since I've already talked about this guy, let's lower this a little bit. So sorry about that. So I can keep it level. So this is your Night Force Ripcord. As you see, this is the back of the artwork. Not too sure I'll keep these boxes. Well, I might. I'll keep them inside the Haslab. I think most people care that it's numbered. I never really did. But what I liked is there was none of those stupid, annoying ass plastic tie downs. And there was no tape on here, so you can like literally take it out, put it back in, things like that. Of all of them, like I said in a previous video, this is my favorite one. Ironically, this does have the backpack peg. However, it also goes over the shoulder. So this could have easily been a $30 figure. Not saying that any of them are worth $30, but I don't see them giving this to us at $25. I mean, they could, because there's been other shit at the $25 price range where we've gotten pretty good accessories. So now I gotta hopefully find that Falcon and whatever her name is 2-pack for Night Force. Really do like the Night Force. Really like the Night Force. Next up, we've got Crazy Legs, Night Force Crazy Legs. So that Night Force is really starting to turn out pretty damn badass. Let me get a little better light in here. So anyway, yep, so that's Crazy Legs. Don't really know how I'm gonna pose him. I might use this harness here. So this harness came with Glinda. So her accessories to me were the best. I believe this is made to go on, even though they put it in hers, I believe this is made to go on any of them, because this little hook right here, and I'll get into it, attaches to the lift crane on the, I was about to call it the damn Sky Striker, the damn Dragonfly. So you can put this on different people. I'll add it to someone just to show it off when I start showing off the jet. So yeah, basically I know not many people came here for Crazy Legs. He does have that backpack. It's a lot more efficient. Like it feels like it stays in more than, if you buy G.I. Joe Classified, you know their backpacks are pretty much ass. Yeah, so he sort of has on one as well, but it doesn't have like a little hook. So I'll have to look up and see. There's really no instructions on how to do it. I wish there were. But yeah, I like him in the Night Force. He's got the most basic ass face. I mean, that's what's crazy. This is just a generic military figure. Like, no offense to Valorverse. This could just be a Valorverse figure. And I know he's like, what the hell? No. But I mean, I would not have purchased this were he by himself. Like that just wouldn't have happened. I don't know Crazy Legs and don't really care. So, where's his box at? His box is right here. The only other thing he came with was a baseball cap and another gun, but you've seen one, you've seen them all. Like, it's the same type of rifle that comes with the rest of them. Here's the side. Here's the back. He's number 145. So, I'm going to go ahead and get it out the way. Here's the back. Now, Wild Bill, and I thought it was going to be Glinda, but Wild Bill, number 2. Number 1, my favorite of all these figures that I would definitely, matter of fact, my number 1 that I would actually buy separately would be this guy right here. This Night Force ripcord just looks sick as fuck, and it's his helmet. Oh my god, like I fucking love it. It'd be so tight if they had like a HUD display or heads up display. But anyway, that wouldn't be in this helmet. So then I would buy Wild Bill, just because Wild Bill is a necessity. You got his racist ass hat. Look, it's racist against boxes. Damn Confederate. I'm just joking. Please don't comment down. I'm just having a little fun. That's all. That's all. So he's 142. So what is his 145? His is 143. So you see it like makes that. And hold on, let me get that other box. That is a, I mean, I don't think she's supposed to be beautiful. So I'm not going to judge her. There's Glinda. She's 144. And as you see, it's starting to like make that. I like that they do things like this, and then we just put 145 right there. That's pretty much it. Like, if you're someone who likes to collect and do this kind of stuff, I mean, it really is kind of cool. The only thing that I really liked that's like this was the NECA Ninja Turtles Last Ronin. But anyway, we're not going to steal that thunder. Let's move on to the helicopter. Right. So, starting from this side, let's go ahead and turn this. So the propellers, you insert them there. Never did an unboxing. One thing that I will say that I like about this side here, okay? I like the ingenuity here, I won't lie. The only thing I don't like, I'll explain it now, is these rocket effects. As you see how it like goes down, you would think that it should like go up as if it's launching, because on the other side here, they're just made one size, just turn it around. So you see how it's going up. They're both basically the same thing. So like, you can't really, when you turn it this way to go on the opposite side, it's going down. Not a huge thing, I don't care, because I probably will not, definitely will not have them both on. Or I might, I don't know. But what I do appreciate is this little rail right here that it comes off. So as you can tell, you add this on there, and you can either put the missile on right there so that it's not launching, or another cool thing, let me see if I take one of these off right here. So you can add the blast. That blast effects also, like on both Haslabs, have been, for lack of a better word, stellar. And I don't even really use blast effects, but they didn't really seem gummy or anything like that. They're pretty stiff, and so, or you can like have it to where it's about to fire off, you know. It's pretty damn tight, but I do like the fact that you can have either or, okay? I don't know what the weapon stations on the Hilo would really be called. Like, they're, I'm not even going to attempt to try. So, let's take it off of here real quick. So that comes right off. We'll set that aside for now. So, the weapon stations. You can have pretty much every weapon added on here, except for, so you can either have these. I'm not even going to pretend I know what they are. So you can have these, or you can have these. So you can have, obviously I did one of each, but you can have them both. So you're going to have just one of these off and one of those off. That's it. Everything else can go on, that I'll get to in a second. So let's turn this back around. Oh man, I need more space. So I added this decal on there, I want to do the shark teeth, but I want to do that carefully. So I want to do that much more careful. So before I put it back on its stand, the landing gear, all right? I've seen 2 videos where they mentioned, hey, those look pretty weak. So I don't know anyone who would really just have it like that. However, that seems sturdy enough. But say over time, and this thing don't really weigh anything. Like I damn near, when it's all set up, that's where I see where the money went. Because I was about to be, I mean, it was cool, but I was like, his tank, this is not. But I wouldn't really have it like that. So that's where this comes in. I don't believe this is needed unless you plan on having it like this for months at a time. But like I said, it doesn't really, people think it's like, yeah, it's hollow. Like the rails are hollow, but it feels sturdy. It feels very sturdy. Like I'm just gonna give it to you like a TI is. But I remember seeing them say this too. That's what this is for, to keep it from like over time warping out like that. And I think that was pretty damn stellar. And then there you go. Like, there you go. They got the foot pegs right here for the different Joes to stand on, which I may or may not have. So I may or may not do. So just wanted to do that. Like, I'm picking this up with one hand. I don't feel like I'm gonna break it. It'd be funny if I did, but I don't believe I will. This is also, I was wondering what this was like. This snaps into there. I did put this decal on there, but you'll see the two little pegs underneath. Boom, boom. They sit very thick and snug. Like, that thing is not going anywhere. It's going, you're going nowhere. So I like that it's elevated so other things can be underneath it. I just do. So we'll start from the tail end. So I had to put these on there. So you put that on there. So let's start from the very back. Pick this up, sorry. So what I like about this is it folds in, it folds down. I inserted those decals were already on there, so I like that. This comes off. However, I mean, unless you like working on helos, I don't see the point of it because it really doesn't do much. But this is a review. So there that is, whatever it is, it spins. It'd be kind of cool if this could spin the propellers, but that would be a cool gimmick for a second. But who's really gonna do that? We're gonna like put this bitch up and be done. And I used to think, what's the point of these reviews if this is like a one-time buy? However, this is for if someone is thinking to buy this. His tank all day. When I made that review, I was like, yo, get that damn thing, even if it's an extra $100. This is a big maybe. If I could redo it and say, go buy this, I say get it for retail price. But secondary market, I don't know. Like, I really love it, but dude, it is not the His tank. But I'm not trying to take away from it, so let's keep it moving. So I added these on there. Then like these little things open right here. If you want to get it, let me see if I can get in there. So if you want to have it displayed, you can probably have a Joe working on it and things like that. We finally starting to get world building, or we've been getting world building. Let me take a little sip real quick. But I'm very pleased. I've been messing around with this thing. I even walked it around. I was like, okay, like as I would like transport it, because I had to put batteries in it. So I went to where the screwdriver was, found myself like, okay, like this is, if I'm not mistaken, didn't the original one have like a little trigger that would like move the propeller? So anyway, that opens up. Let's put the weapon stations back on there. So as you see, and it was really cut and dry. Like, it's like, oh shit, like just snap in, good to go. Now this, I like to have facing down, obviously, because you don't really need it to be like that, I don't want to see it. So it's down, this plugs in right there. How many millimeters is that plug? I have no fucking clue, but there you go. So that closes back down. This button right here controls the lights, which I'm gonna get to once I dim the lights. And then you've got your machine gun. Don't know what it is, but shit. Let's do this. So that machine gun is right there. It just goes up and down. Now you can plug blast, no, it's the smaller blast effects that goes into that one. So not that one, not quite yet. But then you also have this little door that opens up. And boom, that looks pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I will probably more than likely leave that blast effect on there. But you can also put the blast effect right here. Forgive me, I'm not ambidextrous, but there you go. Unfortunately, there were no blast effects that goes into this. That's kind of cool though. So anyway, boom, boom. There you have it. But I like having it in there. And this extends and lowers in. So like it goes in. The way I extend it is by plugging this in and like pulling it out. So like that. So I can get a little bit more grip. All right. So let's take a look at the other side. And those are the weapon stations I have there. So now we'll put it back on this. There we go. Mother sucker. So that's on that side right there. So on this side, I have these. They do come off. So let's pull the whole thing off. So boom. And then those come off for whatever reason. Peg in like that. Maybe you want to have one like off because you was blasting it. I feel like it's for toy photography or those who want to just set up a diorama. But man, the torpedoes. Hell yeah, Freddy versus Jason. My money was on Freddy. There you go. So I just think it looks really cool. And then you have this little lifty mabob that is, you use this to hoist it up and down. It's got a little spinner right there. So I'm gonna add a Joe on there in a minute and see what that looks like. So let's just plug this back in. There you are right there. Plug that back in. Let's plug this back in right there, just because. And then I had two of them firing off perpendicularly. Let's plug that back in like that. And then we'll take a look inside. We'll lift the canopy and take a look inside the cockpit. So, let's freehand this. All right. So, inside the cockpit, we have him. We have him holding on to the little steering, whatever. I don't know it like the handle. Then we have her back there. Now the way these, I'm telling you, there's like no instructions. So these button open and close, and so let's see if I can take that off. So kind of like that, right? So that's how it fastens on and off. And I'm doing this with one hand, so let's see if I can get it to button back in with one hand. Ladies and gentlemen, it did it. So yeah, and then like you can push it back to like tighten up. So I haven't really tightened it up yet. And then yeah, they fit in there really snug. I got them both holding the steering thingy. And like they got another handle down here that they can hold. So I really didn't feel like messing with it because when the canopy's closed, I can't fucking see it. So I don't care if he's holding it or not. Now, the only thing I do not like about this is an entire set. And it really is like, it bugs the hell out of me. You might notice a little stuff right there. That's because that's like paper towel, because I took a little Windex to it just because I'm like, I don't like how like foggy it looks. I don't know why that is. Like at first I was like, is there like a plastic film, you know, sometimes you can peel off. That's not the case. That's just how it is. And I'm just like, oh my God. So I'll tighten it up a little bit more, but you see what I'm saying? It's like, it's just, I don't really like it. It's not that good. And then these both open up. The canopy on the his tank, I fucking love it. This is just like, meh. So there you have it. I'll let y'all stay tuned. I'm gonna do some poses for it. And then here it is with the lights on. Ooh, every weapon system loaded. Here's how it looks with the canopy up. No, it doesn't make me breakfast. It doesn't tuck me in at night, but damn it, it looks good. And that's all I can say about that. So you press this button 5 times. So let me cut it off. So the first time is just the cockpit. Press it twice, and then that little light. 3 times, then there's a little light down there, like in case you have another display. 4 times cuts that light off and just leaves these 2 on, and then the 5th cuts them all off. And it does cut off by itself eventually. I just don't like the way that sounds. Listen, but I mean, who's really gonna do that? Now, I'm gonna show you. I probably weren't thinking of this, but I wish, kind of like NECA did, the propeller had one of these. This is Donatello, and it looks like he's spinning his bow staff, right? Where you You don't even put his fingers in there. You plug his hand into there and boom, there you have it. So I think it would have been really cool. You know, like this is premium, so that's not asking too much. I don't know how they would have done it. Hopefully moving forward, they innovate stuff like this. But if it looked like it was spinning, because none of us are, even if it had like a trigger, I'm not gonna do that. Like I'm not gonna do that. Have that on your shelf doing that? No. But it would look, if it's taken off, wouldn't that look cool if it had like the whirling effect? Just food for thought. It just crossed my mind. That's all. So that's how it looks from the top view. Come back down. I really do. Like, I love all the weapon stations, like active. Ugh, fucking love it. I don't like that point. I want that pointing down. And man, so let me set it up and give you a look at how it looks as a finished product. So I don't have all of my Night Force out, but I will. And also, there's one person missing. Yo, I cannot wait to dangle him like he's parachuting down. Night Force Ripcord. So that's pretty much how they'll look. Just pretty generic. I didn't even pose them. I took them off the shelf. I know Snake Eyes is not part of that Night Force, but he's got on black and he's a ninja, so fuck it. So there you have it. You know, like, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Like, man, like, I feel like I was all over the place, but I've really just been having fun with this thing. I cannot wait to take my time and put the decals on it. I'm tired of holding him, so his shooting didn't open. Fuck it. So yeah, from the Wolf Spider to the Shockwave to Crazy Legs and Big Ben. On the inside, we got Wild Bill, and we got I want to keep calling her Mulligan. We've got Mulligan. I'm so sorry. Glinda. All right, so there you have it. There it is in all its glory. I am going to take that and put it, so I'm gonna have to move a lot of that stuff from over there. I'll probably move this over, but once I do, you'll see how it looks next to the His Tank. As you see, I took some of them down because that's where they all were with my Night Force. And I gotta also pull out my Tunnel Rat Night Force because I'm using the original Tunnel Rat. So really having fun. I like all the little things that Joes can hang off of. So I want to do that, but make it clean, because what I don't want is for any of them to fall behind that dresser. So I wouldn't pay more than an extra $100 over this, like over a retail. So if you missed out or you was waiting on reviews and things, especially since you get all the figures, I've got to say, Wild Bill, fucking Night Force Ripcord, and then Glinda, because I like the extra accessories she comes with, but I also like that it's like there's history around her. What I don't like about Wild Bill, and I hope they stop doing this, is that his glasses are separate. Like, who's really gonna want to take the glasses off, or at least give us a head with their glasses and then a head that you can remove it, but because that's just something to get lost. But anyway, so there you have it. I'm really happy. If this is what this is like, I cannot fucking wait to get the Rattler. But yeah, there you have it. To be honest, this is probably one of my favorite Joe vehicles. Like, in the Night Force, dude. Like, yes, Night Force. Tiger Force is okay. This is for me coming like right off the street. Like, I didn't collect this as a kid. Night Force just talks to me. I'm like, ugh. And it's not just because of the dark and stuff. It's sexy. It's like Night Force. It's real. I don't know. I just like it. I like the Night Force. And I gotta look up if Shooter is part of the Night Force, but I got my Shooter in the Vamp. So I don't know. Maybe not. But I like those different factions. So anyway, hope y'all enjoyed the video. Please look at other people's, like, we all like, well, I'm not gonna like beat a dead horse. Somebody might have the different decos, like the zombie decos and stuff like that. Me, I want to keep it plain Jane. I really don't like to customize because I don't plan on selling, but if I ever do, I want it to be, you know, like, I don't know, I just feel like I didn't put all that stuff on my his tank. Like, I like it to be just nice and neat. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. I cannot wait to set this up so that you can see what it looks like on my shelf. Until later, don't forget to like my shit, comment, subscribe, holla back, hoo-yah.